for surfers of all levels. Warm water, perfect waves, year-round. From April to May.
Nice start for her.
And also Sawyer Lindblad getting her opener.
Yeah, so Sawyer here, also just a bit of a tapered wall. See what happens here where she brings it through to the inside, but sort of locking in here. Chooses to sort of maneuver around this section. This wave's really keeping her humble. She gets up into the pocket there, squares up again on all.
And really fun. What a great place to visit in your surfing life, and a great spot to end the regular season for the championship tour. Winding up off the bottom, making a CT debut, a very familiar last name. Sierra Kerr getting her first wave with her dad Josh. Kerr family today as we see Sierra's opening wave, Jesse.
Yeah, nice clean wall, just lacking a little bit of steepness on that wave. This section a little bit more steep. She was able to get a nice wrap, and then as it gets a little shallower, when a little bit more coping, just gets very
trestles. As we look at Sawyer Lindblad locking in. Nice clean top turn wrap, and she will run out of room. And now a nice late takeoff, and controlling it is the wild card Sierra Kerr. Covering some ground, flying down the line, and she's got to eject. You got a great view into the pit with Katie Simmers getting down the line. Nice flowing little carve to set up this hollow part of the reef. It's getting really shallow in there and trying to burn off some speed. She did well to slow down. Just slightly got
that path. They're just so technical.
Yeah, I think this is a great demonstration of that. Obviously, that little bit wide there, but you just got to appreciate the technique. Even the read through this section. Okay, cut back, let's fade. You know, this little snap stall there. Really utilizing the whole side of her body to drag in the side of the face of that wave. I mean, here again, once again, beautiful technique, and really trying to maximize that tube time. I mean, you really can't, okay, it's sure, it's not going to be a massive score, but you can't fault that technique. It's really well done, and I mean, this angle here, you really get a good idea of just how shallow that is. That's drawing so much off that reef. You can really see just her whole body leaning into the side of the face of that wave.
There's so much variables that could go wrong, so it was very gutsy from her to do that.
And now setting this up, the rookie on tour, Lindblad. I love that frontside slice. You can blow the tail out when she finishes.
Oh.
And just a misread on very challenging part of the wave, and a hollow section really opening up wide, and it moving at a rapid pace. And then also going back-to-back in Brazil. This is what Katie just tried to do, Jesse.
Yeah, this is the wave you're looking for out here today. That was a beautiful wave, just stretched down the line, nice barrel. But that first pump right there, she needed a little bit more leverage. So what happens is when you're taking off backhand and you have your hands on the grab, it doesn't give you too much extension of your body. So, and she wasn't able to capitalize on that moment, and the wave just ran without her, unfortunately, because that was a great wave.
Now just a quick look. And falling out the back was Sierra Kerr.
She's that good of a surfer, and looks like maybe underneath right there.
Having a look, just rolling under is Sierra.
Oh, that was a nug underneath.
Yeah. I spoke to Tati. We'll get back to that. Looks like Katie's locking it in.
Wow, what a cool surfer. She has so much grace. And just a clean down carve on the backhand. Her hands go out.
Here we go. Let's have a look. So Katie locks in, finds the tube, comes flaring out of that one. So just a short tube ride, but once again, just demonstrating that beautiful technique. You know, she's got it dialed. She connects on the right wave. I mean, she is on her way to a big score. I mean, and, you know, just identifying that this tube is a high tube. You know, I've got to stay a little bit higher in the pocket here. It's going to let me out.
Around, lets it fly. What a feel-good maneuver for herself and also for us to watch.
Like, where was Sawyer right there? Because that was probably the best wave of the heat we saw. A nice barrel, and we see now here's Sierra.
Sierra getting a couple of pumps to get down the line. Now setting up a first turn, a backhand carve. Driving into a wild section. Got there early enough to get control. Well done from the wild card. And taking the win is Katie Simmers. 5.07 and a 5.47. She will officially.
So much, Kaipo. Wouldn't necessarily know it, Katie, but you said this is one of your first times out here in Cloudbreak. How did you get the win today?
Yeah, I mean, I say my first time because the last 4 days have been pretty, like, barely surfable. So this is like, we woke up this morning and came here, and it was kind of the first time I've really seen this wave. And I've heard it's really tricky, and this morning it was super tricky, but it was like a super fun wave, and it's fun to like kind of get a left that you can do turns on and get barreled. And yeah, it was very tricky out there, and I definitely was like having a hard time a little bit. And on my first wave, I like got slammed to the bottom and got a couple cuts and ripped my wetsuit. But after that, I was just kind of trying to get my head out of the gutter. And yeah, I managed to, so.
Yellow jersey's intact though, right?
Yes, sir.
Good, because you're going to need it yet again coming up. You've locked in the #1 spot coming up at finals. What does it mean to you?
That's pretty, like, not real. But it's super real. It's also super real.
What does that mean to you?
I don't really know. It's pretty cool. I mean, Lowe's is a super fun wave, and it's kind of a ridiculous life situation to be in. So just try to like not think about it at all. Like really, I wish you didn't tell me that right now. But I'll just think about my next heat, and hopefully we get fun waves. So
we'll talk about the next heat. Congratulations, Katie.
Thank you.
Here goes Katie Simmers. Katie pulling in, huge backdoor section, and she reappears.
Pipeline for the girls.
The biggest story in 2024 is the youthful movement, but out of that youth, it's Katie Simmers.
Katie's just different, the way she carries herself. She draws different lines.
She's not about the show, she's not about the talk. She just quietly goes on her way with radical surfing.
Katie Simmers has just been a breath of fresh air, bringing a whole new bag of tricks.
People kind of say that I seem pretty chill in really pressurized situations, but I feel like it's just because it all is happening in my mind. I don't really show it maybe physically.
We lock in with world #1, Katie Simmers, still traveling. One more section, a lengthy tube ride. Caitlin Simmers just locked up the #1 seed. Simmers, you're going to the Lexus WSL Finals.